we've inherited quite a budget crunch from President Trump. How bad is it, Secretary Van Houten?
We're broke.
The country is broke? How can that be?
It will be a totally different country, and ultimately it will fail. It will fail. It can't work. Economically, it can't work. We'll go into a depression, and I'm very good at predicting these things. We will go into a depression.
Who would have thought that with Back to the Future 2, you essentially predicted the situation we're in right now with Biff and Donald Trump.
Biff would run for president.
Same way. At no time before has there been a clearer choice between two parties, two visions, two philosophies, or two agendas for the future than these two parties. You got law and order on one side and you have chaos on the other.
You see, there is no time. There's just no time. I don't mean we're late, there's no time. I mean there is no time. After all, when is it? Do you know?
I don't know the future. I didn't come here to tell you how this is going to end. I came here to tell you how it's going to begin.
If you give people enough information, they can put it together in all kinds of different ways and believe anything they want.
Wake me up when September ends.
We're going to be stronger than we were when we were riding high.
I think Trump, you're going to fall into the rabbit hole of trying to just be so obsessed about Clintons and so obsessed about going after them.
You don't put your own program.
You don't think about your own campaign.
Mike?
Randall?
Donald. Mr. Trump here wrote The Art of the Deal. Then he wrote a new bestseller, The Art of the Comeback.
2 books.
Wow.
I am very proud to announce today that we have reached a deal.
When I spoke at this forum 2 years ago, I told you that we had launched the great American comeback.
Trump here wrote The Art of the Deal.
We're going to make a great trade deal. And if we can't, we're going to do it. We're going to go a separate way.
Then he wrote a new bestseller, The Art of the Comeback.
And this time, the greatest comeback in American history. Today is probably, if you think of it, the greatest comeback in American history. But it's not going to stop here. Get those engines started. I want to see you guys drive around. Drive as fast as you can, but don't get hurt.
The motorcyclists calling themselves Bikers for Trump.
Of Bikers for Trump. I would say this is a group of 300,000 supporting the president.
Okay, kids, make it fast. I've got a plane to catch.
We've created a magazine. Mr. Trump, we give you
Scabby.
These people are still a part of that system, and that makes them our enemy. You have to understand, most of these people are not ready to be unplugged.
Mr. Fox, Matthew McConaughey recently said that all celebrities should come and unite around President Trump.
This when Biff became president. That's all I said to it.
I'm the only thing standing between the American dream and total anarchy, madness, and chaos. And that's what it is. I'm representing you. I'm just here. I'm representing you. I'm just here. I'm just here. I'm representing you. You also had people that were very fine people on both sides. And we shouldn't say this is some kind of a rally. From now on, it's called a protest. We are protesting. We're going to have a victory on November 3rd, the likes of which you've never seen.
I've often wondered what George Washington, Sam Adams, and Thomas Jefferson would do if they were alive today? Not much. They would have been in jail. You know, a lot of intelligent people warned me not to do the show. Said I was putting myself in danger. But that's precisely why I'm here today. I refuse to live in fear of my government. We have to take personal responsibility for our lives. They think of us as statistics. They lump us together in groups. 65% of the blacks think like this. 75% of the women think like that. 27% of the Jews think this way. And 61% of the Christians think that way. 50% of the men think this way. And of that 50%, 46% of the circumcised ones think another way. It's all bull. There are no groups. We're individuals. Group thinking is no thinking. It's black against white, rich over poor, straight opposing gay, men versus women, rancher against rapper. It's only as individuals that we will ever find harmony and peace. Bill Clinton and I are both white, straight, male Americans. That's 4 groups we share. But do I think like Bill Clinton? I can't stand Bill Clinton. I am Aaron Russo before I'm white, before I'm Jewish, before I'm an American. I can't think like all Jews, or all white people, or all Americans. It's not possible. Divide and conquer. It's an old formula. Folks, we've been splintered. My hope is, God, I pray, my hope is that this show, this series, can bring all these splinters together into a strong oak tree that can withstand the assaults that we're under. So we can once again make our common thread freedom of the individual. So we can all be different and still defend each other's rights and appreciate our differences. That's what it's all about. And if you don't allow freedom, if any of you don't allow freedom for somebody else, then you can't have freedom. Do you understand that?